Hey everyone, a lot of news has happened over the last 12 hours, so we have to talk about it. First things first, I know we watched Bitcoin breakout live on stream, but it came back down after the first breakout above 36,000, but that same rule applies, and I want you guys to remember that. As soon as it breaks above, it's a lot easier for it to keep on going after a little bit of a recoil, okay? We had a pop, a dip, and then a massive rip that took us almost up to $37,000, it looks like. Now, here's a couple things I want you guys to be updated about just because it did cause a little bit more volatility. First things first is talk of another Ethereum ETF coming out. That caused Ethereum to pop about 7%. But what you saw happen was a lot of altcoins giving up some massive gains after some moves that we saw yesterday. So a lot of altcoins are down about 5 to 10% right now. I'm about 90% stopped out of all the altcoins that I had. I was scaling out. So at this point in time, if you guys were stopped out along with me, this is my strategy going forward. At this point, I'm going to wait to see which way this consolidation goes. If we consolidate, have maybe a flat top or even somewhat of a pennant, what I'm going to be looking for is a breakout there before I re-engage and start loading up on some more day or minor swing trades. If we decide to break down, I will most likely be doing small short positions, but nothing too large because again, every single time Bitcoin has been having these little moves down, like again, 2,000 points, 3,000 points over the course of like a few days, bulls come in, buy it back up, and then we're ready to go. At this point in time, I still have Bitcoin. That's really the thing that hasn't been stopped out too much. But again, I don't really have too much Bitcoin left at this point. Altcoins, whatever ones I have left, and I think it's maybe a handful like Matic and Ethereum Classic at this point, I'm going to continue to do the same method of moving those stop losses up, and if they come crashing down like we saw a lot of other things today, I am just going to take my profits and be like, ooh, I made money, and time to wait and see what happens over the next few days. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a new consolidation period for altcoins, and I am basically just sitting on my hands and waiting to see what happens next. You will see them pop off again, I'm sure, but not all at the same time. So just make sure you guys see what's happening as far as those golden crosses, levels of resistance, whether they're trend lines or just horizontal levels there. And then at the same time, just be aware that we're waiting for that ETF news, and we're also waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin, because eventually we have all these golden crosses coming. It's okay if we consolidate until those golden crosses really have momentum to really push a lot of these altcoins up higher, okay? Have a great rest of your day.